And we should be live. Hello and welcome everyone to the 28th episode of our D&D 5e campaign titled Roaches. Today's recap will be again done by Barkas.
Hello. So, last time we had a rapid escape from the den of the spirit of hunger. We met two new friends. Well, at least for me, they are new. Old man by the name of Boris Ruther and a plague doctor, which name I forgot a little bit. Sorry. We escaped the forest and warned the guards about the cult of Akishigal, who was planting weapons on the bodies of the people killed and murdered inside the park. Made the city guard aware. Then we went to the Skinners, received our reward from them, and had a small party with them as a celebration of clearing the park from the plague. We woke up to the city having a bit of a hangover from all that magic energy flying in the air, and everyone was a little bit uninspired since the influence wasn't there anymore. But people seem eager to move on and live their life more normally from now on. Then we were called by the leaders of all the fractions to provide them with the proof that we killed the spirit of hunger, which we provided in the form of an antler we took from the body. And they also asked us to deal with the cult in the city, helping us a little bit, pointing towards the direction we should go to find their cult gathering spot. I myself arranged a little bit of a deal with the chain whirlers, and she seemed eager to have a bit of a trade. Small cursed fruit wine, like one bottle of a cursed fruit wine in exchange for the artifact I need for my collector employer. And that's where we stopped our last game.
Yeah? Yes, you did. And also you got basically a bunch of magic items.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I have now cool earrings that I wear on my horns, angel earrings, and someone else got something else. That's right.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, did we want to run through the list of them so that if any of them catches Arahan's eye, could speak up?
Yeah, so there's a kind of fancy looking +1 flail. There's a javelin of lightning. It's a javelin that basically allows you to cast lightning bolts once per day. Yeah, once per day. It's a sword that allows you to run through things. Or a spectral blade. There are set angelic earrings, which give you advantage on insight checks to determine if a creature is lying or has an evil alignment, and also they make detect evil and good better. And there's the statuette of the Six, which is kind of like a figurine of wondrous power. But it has... oh yeah, that item wasn't even just given to you. That was found in the boss room. But anyway, it's similar to a figurine of wondrous power, but it has 6 command words and can turn into 6 different forms. Those 6 forms that were the statues in the boss fight against the Spirit of Hunger. And last but not least, the Stitcher's armor, which is a weird hybrid between +3 height armor and basically like one of those spellcaster staffs. Basically, it's a very strong. Very strong for height armor. It's still height armor, so it's just 15 plus dexterity capped at 2 AC. And basically, it allows you to cast spells for charges. And when consuming charges, your AC decreases.
The AC decreases.
Yeah, basically the less charges the armor has left, the less AC it gives. It basically starts off as a +3 height armor, and if you were to spend all the charges, it would just not function as armor. Like it would literally give you +0 AC. It also regrows charges at dawn, like a staff would.
Well, how
As
many?
long as there is 1 charge left, the +3 is in effect.
No,
I think it
they
takes
go
damage.
down gradually. It has 20 charges in total, and for every 4 charges spent, you lose 1 AC.
Yeah, it was described to us like this piece of armor stitched from 20 pieces of fur and all kind of a little bit different. And when you cast the spell, you rip one of them.
Yeah, so it starts off being effectively a half plate, and then it can go down to below what a height armor would be, which is 12 plus dex.
Yeah, it can basically go down to 10 plus dex.
Yeah. Which, yeah, like you said, is basically just not armor.
Yeah, I should probably say that it basically becomes a light armor once it goes below 12 or something. But anyway,
Yeah, of them that currently aren't in a party member's possession, I think the flail and the statuette, I think, are the 2 that no one's.
yeah, the statuette everyone can see. The flail is currently in possession of Adair, who isn't here today.
Oh, okay, he did take it. Okay. I mean,
He
not
did-
that I think that our hunt was going to just start becoming,
Start wearing a flail.
yeah. I mean, be a battle cleric.
Would it be good on a wizard?
Wrong domain.
Yeah,
Are flails simple or martial?
they are martial.
Okay. Yeah, I went with the javelin of lightning because I figured I'm already doing ranged things, and it's a ranged attack to do its thing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, to make to melt it down and make some bolts out of it.
Yeah, you make a ranged weapon attack with it to do its thing. It's right in my purview.
And Boris, did you took the blade?
Yeah, I took the spectral blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the other one I wasn't sure.
Well, in that case, there are not much options left. So the statuette it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the lobby for any of them, like, I'm not super.
I can give the statuette to you. It's not a problem.
Yeah, because for our
Since,
the 2 that make the most sense are the statuette or the. Wait, can you wear armor?
Because I am cleric, yes, but only
Um,
medium armor.
Yeah, the height armor would work then.
Yeah, but I think someone is wearing it. But if they would like to, bump up our healer
I-
slash caster's AC.
But the downside, having the AC diminish,
It basically goes down to unarmored.
Yeah, but I mean,
which would not change what
Yeah.
Arahant has actually now. Or,
Yeah,
not unless he's
spells.
using mage armor, but
But
which
what
he
is
will
your
no
AC
longer
at the
be able
moment?
to do because of the hide armor he's wearing, because he's wearing armor, even if
Yeah.
this armor. So
Read the spells it can cast, maybe to kind of sway your attention a little.
Basically, the spells you can cast for charges, there are two which are shield and mage armor, which can also when cast with this armor, target people other than you within 45 feet. And then there's two things which aren't really spells, which summon a paper golem or a paper golem swarm. In this case, the paper golem is obviously not actually made of paper, but of fur. But it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. But what's your AC natively, Aron? Like right at the moment.
without mage armor, it's 12.
Okay, and then with
mage armor, it's 15.
yeah, so
Yeah,
it'd still be a
so
net bonus.
if you don't use anything of the armor, then you would have 17 AC.
Yes, but if I use spell slots or
No, it's not spell slot, it's charges.
it would diminish.
Yeah, if you use the charges on the armor itself, then it would slowly diminish.
Yeah.
But even it diminishing, it would still take it a bit to get weaker than mage armor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it saves you a spell slot.
it's always to have a bit of a flexibility like that.
I will stay with the statue, with the statuette.
Okay.
Okay, and then I give the statuette of the six to Aran.
Oh yeah, that thing is actually in everyone's journal, so but I mean it doesn't really have much text except that it kind of works like a figurine of wondrous power. You don't basically get access to the stat line of any of the 6 shapes until you actually use the statuette. I guess that I guess you would be able to attune it and then figure it out. I'll just give you the stat line of the living statuette.
Okay.
I've given it specifically to our hand. But now that we have figured out the items,
Mm-hmm.
what are you guys actually going to do?
Oh, actually, sorry.
I'm
After the game, I had like this brain explosion moment. So yeah, my character would probably have it too. Like as Sauron and the others walk out of the tavern, I'm like stopping right there, and I'm like, I found 5 cups in the throne room of the Spirit of Hunger, 5 golden cups, the bottle of this cursed wine, and obviously they were for some sort of a ritual or gathering. And an interesting thing, when we went to the tavern to see the leaders, there were 5 leaders present. The 6th one was absent.
There is no 6th leader.
Didn't you say that someone was absent at the meeting?
He said that one of them is false, like in the sense that The
You-
one that
oh, yeah.
we saw representing the Bolt Shapers did not match who the leader of it is now. Like the
I
statue
see.
or
Okay,
the leader in the room did not match the statue that you saw in the labyrinth.
in the fight with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the leader of the Chain Whirlers didn't really match because
Okay, so
dwarf
that's what
woman
I'm.
compared to chained armor thing.
Yeah, it's just suspicious.
That's what I'm saying to the party. Like, 5 cups, 5 leaders, 1 spirit of hunger, 1 bottle of wine, and when you entered Arahant, if you remember, you got offered as a sign of peace and friendship to sip a little bit of this wine. What I personally imagined when I had brain explosion moment that they probably had an agreement with the spirit of hunger, hence why 5 cups in the throne of the spirit of hunger. What do you think about it?
Oh, so you think all of them are in on it, or were in on it at least to some?
Yeah. Why would he have 5 cups, their statues, the fucking wine that they like so fucking much, and agreed to trade this insanely rare artifact for?
Man. No, it's one of those things we can't necessarily wage war on the entire lot of them at once, even if they were up to no good.
So, by the way, our hunt is not in the room actually with you. He is waking up on the floor of the old pigsty with a headache.
A lot of drunk preaching.
No, yeah, not on the floor of like the main tavern room, just on the floor of a small room upstairs that you don't remember how you ended up there, and you're just lying next to your bed. And
At least he didn't wake up next to an ogre. That'd have been awkward.
you are lying on something, and
So,
like
did you make Arahant drink and get drunk during my absence?
maybe you got drunk during the celebration, yes.
Because, well, yeah, it happened, but I would redact it because Arahant is, by his very nature, not very, just like me, not very much into alcohol.
And you ate yourself into a food coma.
That
So-
could work as well. There were like ogre-sized portions.
But 1 or 2 cups would be of wine, for example, would be enough to put him under the weather because he cannot hold his liquor. So
They were drinking grog.
Yeah.
they were what? Drinking?
They were drinking guac.
Grog. Diluted rum.
Ah. Ooh. Well,
Yeah,
Like diluted rum with like spices and honey.
well, I think that one glass would be sufficient to let him go upstairs because
Yeah, I mean, if it's an ogre-sized glass, he'd be nursing that shit. Like,
okay.
but even someone that's actually a dedicated drinker, that would still take a bit to get that thing down. So you're basically drinking a whole bottle of
But
alcohol.
you are basically lying there with your like on your belly, face down on the floor, and your face lies. Your face is lying on something uncomfortable on the floor.
Hmm. If Arahant opens his eyes, what does he see?
He sees that he can give me a perception check.
Wait a minute. Perception. Under the P.
Oh yeah. You lie upon a face. You know, pretty similar to the face that you have in your backpack.
Or nah.
Though there's a slight difference. It's your face.
He screams.
You.
He screams and bolts right up.
Oh, do you want to look into a mirror?
Ogres have mirrors.
Maybe check your face or in any reflective surface.
Nonetheless, he, having had so many visions and dreams that by now has probably wrecked his sanity. Having a mask in his pockets that can take any face whatsoever. Having had dreams in which he saw Mel pull off his own face to display another face and things like that. His first reaction is screaming and getting back very rapidly.
Yeah, there's
And-
your face
and
lying on the
start to
floor.
assess- And then start to assess the situation. Is it indeed a face that is on the floor or not?
Yes, it is.
No, your face is on the floor.
Oh.
You fell asleep. You fell asleep first, bro.
He would reach to his pocket or to his backpack or what else to search for the mask. Would he find it?
No.
Oh boy.
He closes his eyes. He
What?
closes his eyes and start praying to the great catfish of wisdom. Some things like, please make that it is not happening. Please protect me. Let me retain my sanity. And after a minute or so praying, he gingerly opens his eyes.
There's still your face lying on the floor.
For the great catfish of wisdom's sakes. Mage hand and picking up the face.
Yeah? You pick up your face, it's flopping slightly.
Is his face bloody?
No.
He's touching his own face. Does he feel anything wrong? Wounds or things like that, or bruises or
A beard.
beard?
A beard.
Huh?
Yeah, or to be more specific, a mustache. Wait, your character doesn't have a mustache, right?
Not a mustache, not even a beard.
Yeah,
He's cleanly shaven.
you have a pretty big mustache.
Arhant is confused. He throws the face with the mage hand. Commands the mage hand to throw the face somewhere in a corner. He goes to the bed, goes into the bed, pulls over the sheets over his head, and lays still. And he tries to close his eyes and go to a semblance of sleep or whatever.
Oh, when you close your eyes in front of your face, or in front of your now closed eyes, you remember a face that also had a mustache.
My face?
No,
Which
the face that shows up in every single one of your dreams, or not in every single one, but repeatedly. The face that was originally in your
from that
pocket.
priest. The one from that priest.
The one from that priest, the one that showed up in your dreams since basically the second time you stayed at the Duke's Manor.
He opens his eyes again, throws
Mhm.
away the blanket, looks around the room. Is there a mirror?
You can probably see yourself in. Oh, there is no mirror, but there are actual. There are windows made of very thick glass. Or not really windows. A window, I think, includes the ability to open it. It's more like one of those stained glass wall things. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Is there enough reflective surface to give him a hint of his own face?
Yes. And your suspicions are confirmed.
I am where it is the face of
Yes.
a person with a mustache.
Yes.
What the hell?
You done got face robbed.
And in your mind, you can only think of one solution to this issue that you're having right now.
Putting the mask with my face.
To put your own face back on.
Face your fear.
Face your face.
Fear your face.
It's messed up.
Bubba Sawyer approves.
He will pick up his face and put the mask on. What happens?
Before you finish doing that, give me one more wisdom save this time.
A wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's say DC 16. And you put it on and you wake up. And what you notice, or what immediately after you do it becomes clear to you, is that what happened is you were sleepwalking and you just took the mask out of your bag and put it on.
Okay.
As in the thing before was just a dream. You just put the actual mask on. And while wearing the mask, you see something. And you see you actually see multiple things. You see 5 perspectives of the same room. And it's a dim, musty cellar. There is a chair with, not a chair, a table with a round table with 5 chairs around it. And basically, through each perspective that you see through the eyes of another person sitting at that table. And each person at the table has the same face. The same face you are wearing right now.
Which is a face with the mustache.
Yes. And
Old mustache miscreants.
and you see the 5 people talking, but you can't hear them. And I don't know how good you are at reading lips.
Well. Let me see. No, that's the it's the other one. It's the other it's the other feat. I have the linguist feat, but does not allow me to read lips.
I think
I
with
can
lips is the
decipher,
perceptive.
I can decipher secret messages, and I can make secret messages, but to be able to read lips is the keen mind, I think.
Or a perceptive, I'm not sure.
So no, he cannot read lips.
Yeah. And
You can try.
I mean, it would be a pretty hard perception check.
Yeah, as if you have the feet, you would just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's say it's a DC 18 perception check. Or maybe that's just levels to it. Like of how much of the conversation you have picked up.
Let's see. 16.
16. Okay, you pick up a few parts. Something along the lines of figured us out. One step ahead. And Wundingen. Why did I hear another roll? I'm confused. I don't see another roll. I just heard one. Anyway.
You're getting a piece of your own madness. It's justice, poetic justice.
I heard it too.
Okay, maybe I heard it through someone's microphone? I don't know. So. Yeah? That all that really happened.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to do right now,
Can he try to pull off the mask?
You can try to pull off the mask.
he tries.
It comes off, but it's painful.
Okay, and what happens then?
So you actually continue pulling it off fully?
Yeah, he's biting through the pain, even yelping a bit if the pain is too much. But
Oh, that thing! It's a lot of pain. You manage to pull the mask off, but you take 6 points of damage.
Someone left super glue all over this mask.
okay. Ow!
Feels appropriate, yes.
And does the different perspectives of the room disappear, or they stay?
You can't see the room anymore.
And if he's touching his own face,
Your
does he still
face?
feel the mustache?
No, your face is normal.
Eyebrows
If
there.
a little bloodied. Yeah, and you lost half of your left eyebrow.
Left of my
Half of your left
Eyebrow.
eyebrow.
Yeah, you look ridiculous.
okay.
You look kinda edgy though.
Hmm.
Ow, 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 ow. Did I have spell slots left? Yes. He will cast his last spell slot.
You kind of just woke up.
Yeah, but then in a thing in a days of the drunkenship, I suppose. So I do not think this count as healthy 8 hours rests.
Maybe not. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
Either way, he's casting a level of one spell slot level, the last that he has, according to my sheet, because it has not been updated yet, to cast Cure Wounds on himself. Regaining 6 hit points.
Lost 6, gained 6.
Indeed.
Though it would be smart to check the character of the wounds on you.
Yeah, your face stops bleeding, but you don't get back your eyebrow.
Oh well.
So you just use your mage hand to pluck the other one so it matches.
Just shave them, bro.
It will regrow. Arhant is starting to get to a point where let's say that he's starting to care less and less and less about how other people perceive him.
Understandably so.
If they would be on his end of all the visions, they would probably be the same. So
Also, you hang out with a really odd bunch.
well, that's true, but that has been so since the beginning of this adventure, with maybe only Mel making being the most sane of the bunch.
I'm just a grumpy old man.
So, do we come back to the party?
We do come back to the party. Well, our aunt does breakfast or something.
It's like a moment exactly after my realization, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. How could I lose a face like that? And I recall exactly what uh, my collector told me before the job. And I quoted, like, the collector that ordered me to come here to find this artifact, he told me this exact quote. That's how I found this city. He said, go to the city where five heads squabble, puppeteered by the sixth. There a trapped canary may know more. I've been told, like, this theory that I just told you from the very beginning. This collector guy is literally mocking me.
So you're another one with voices in your head.
Those are not voices. It's just an order. Like, I have something to retrieve and I need to do my job, and that's it.
I mean,
And he said exactly the same thing. Five head squabble, puppeteered by the sixth. Just think about it. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. Too many coincidences.
I mean, you definitely onto something there. I'm just not sure there's much we can do about it directly. Only lead we have is this meeting spot. Do we have a time frame when they're going to do the meeting?
No. Wait. What meeting? The meeting of the cult.
Yeah.
No, no,
Man.
not really.
Okay.
You just kind of found out their meeting spot from the cultist you captured.
Yeah. Yes, we should probably go around there, see if we can scout it out, and see if we can see any movements and going ons there. Try to get us a time frame.
I think I'm ready. Maybe we should find Arahant first.
No, of course. Just saying in general our plans.
Okay, let's go find our cleric.
Our Clizzard.
I don't like that word.
Our wizard.
A what?
A Clizzard.
Oh,
A
Clizzard.
I
Clizzard. Something that you can never find. Clizzard.
Oh no.
Arahant is more wizard than cleric, so
Yeah,
So
yeah,
wizard bit.
yeah.
We need, yeah, dudes, we need to find this Clizzard. Where he is.
No, oh. Please no.
So let's find old Arhan. See how his morning's been. So assuming we would go back where we left him, so that would be the pigsty.
Yeah. And there you find our hunt, currently having breakfast. At like probably 1 p.m. now.
That late breakfast.
He looks a little bit ridiculous because he lost half an eyebrow.
Getting a fight with a razor there in the morning.
You get a angry stare from Arahant, and then he says, "No, I struggled with my face."
All right.
I saw my face on the ground. It was the mask. I had a face with a mustache. My own face was that of was a face with a mustache. I put on the mask. I saw a room like a cellar or something like that, but people all having the same mustache and all having the same face, probably a secret meeting or something like that. I could not figure out what they were saying except bits and pieces. And more of fright or anything else, I tried to pull off the mask, which was very painful and costed half of my eyebrow.
So this was one of your visions, but much more vivid this time around.
I'm not sure it was a vision. Wait, DM.
Yes.
Would Arahant could Arahant make a educated guess if it was a vision but just much more vivid, or if it actually was a real thing,
Um,
or is it impossible to figure out?
the thing you saw through the mask. If it was a vision, it was a very realistic vision. Like way more realistic than any other vision you had.
Mhm. Well, then Arahant would say, "Well, Mel, if it was one of my visions, then it was very, very real. So I think it was not a vision. I suspect it was not a vision, but a true thing. Meaning that somehow I did got a different face.
Now, do you think that strange mask has some sort of effect or has done something to you?
I think it's not only the mask. I think I'm cursed. First, we we are fighting a cult of a demon lord that is into cockroaches and destroying society. Then we are working for a duke, which is a devil, a powerful one by that way. Then we found a book made from some kind of probably human letters or letter from a beast that talked to me and somehow swapped or gave me the abilities to cast several spells at the cost of my own spells in my spell book, and having clearly a twisted and evil mind of his own. Then I am racked by visions. Some of most of them did came out, and some of them led us to where we are now. And now I'm having, and I know we're encountering a person with the same face over and over again, and I have the mask. So I think I am cursed.
Well, I mean, would you be able to see someone more versed in that sort of thing? Do you need to go talk to a fellow cleric or clergyman?
I do not think a cleric would be able to help me, or a wizard. Maybe my teacher, Master Glenmere. She is quite a powerful wizard. Or maybe the leader of the part of the city where the churches are is, if I recall correctly, some kind of celestial, an
Um,
angel like being.
you did. The party didn't actually meet the angel. They only met the bishop. But the statue showed an angel, yes. But in the meeting that they only met the bishop.
Only the bishop, yeah. But we do know that their leader is an angel, or a celestial at least.
Like a seraph or something, I think is what it's compared to.
So maybe their leader would be would be would be having enough divine power to get me of this curse, or maybe my own deity, but I do not know how to entreat him to get this done.
No, well,
I'm not sure about that leader guy because right now I think there's something dodgy going on in here. Like, I came to the city because I was told that this is the city where five heads squabble and are being manipulated by the sixth. We found those five cups, and now when we even talk about those leaders, I feel I feel like something is off. Those five make me make me suspect that they are on the side of the enemy. I don't know. It's just a theory or something, but I personally feel fucked. Especially since I tried to arrange the deal with a chain whirler leader, who seems even dodgier because this statue of a six, like, doesn't look like her.
So from the six
I mean, to
districts,
be fair, the only one who has a statue that actually looks like them would be Cliff, because there was an Adam statue. But
you said 6 heads, so it's actually his other head that's the mastermind.
I
Or 5 heads and then the sixth, yeah.
then the but for each of the other but for each leader other than the Bolt Shapers and the Chain Whirlers, there is a good explanation why the statue doesn't show them. Because the Shadow Blades are in the city represented by a guard captain, Captain Grey Gleam, but outside of the city are represented by the Queen and the Bishop and the Angel.
Yeah.
so if I analyze your story correctly, um, Sauron, you think that from the six leaders that lead each one of the six districts, five of five of those six are in league with the cult of Akishigal.
I don't know. I honestly think that the coincidences that I stumble upon make me think that. Like, I got this note from the collector long ago before I found the city, and I was looking for this 5, 6 leaders for a long time. And when I found the city and found the Chained Canary, which is a chain whirler's tavern, I did not think much of it, but now I do think much. And especially after I got the artifact, like the image of it, that I need to retrieve. It makes me suspect that chain whirlers are not as simple as they try to seem. And I show everyone the picture of the artifact.
Oh yeah, it shows it. Oh yeah, the artifact. I mean, you can just post it here.
Yeah, give me a moment, please.
Wait, I can actually also just put it up on stream, but that will make stream very bright.
It's on Friday stream game channel.
Yeah, I can also just put up the picture real quick, but it will be a very, very bright picture. Wait, can I even... Where would I try to copy paste in here? That doesn't even work. I actually need to save the image. I mean it... Okay, it's a small picture. But yeah. It shows a ring with a thing pointing inward on each cardinal direction, and a thing pointing outward on each diagonal direction, and some of them knobs, some of them spikes. Yeah, that's what the picture shows.
I point to the picture and say, I thought it's a ring or a crown or something like that, but as I've been talking to the chain whirlers, this is a chain link, one of many. And they retrieve them from the shadow dimension. It's usually, as they say, it's usually heavy guarded by the monsters there, but I don't know, do the math yourself. This thing probably is a artifact of some sort of power, and the chain whirlers like to say that they all about breaking the chains and being free, but I think I call it bullshit. When I see those chain links, I think it's about something else.
But you said it was in the shadow plane?
Yeah. At the Trapped Canary, the bartender say, like when I say, can I buy it?
The name of the tavern, by the way, was the Songbird's Cage, not the
Yeah.
Trapped Canary.
Yeah, at the Songbird's Cage, the bartender told me that they exchanged them, but only for other links, like less valuable, less powerful chain links. And they said that to acquire them, I need to go to the shadow plane and retrieve them from there.
Oh,
As I was talking to the chain whirler leader, she agreed to exchange cursed fruit wine for this artifact. Hence, probably wine is something of a same level of power. Or even more, because she was fucking eager to agree.
well, I know that the leader of the Bolt Shapers was also wanting us to go to the Shadow Plane for their own task.
Well, and and I did had a sip of that wine, and I would not recommend it.
I mean, you did have quite the experience, didn't you?
Yep.
And since we have we saw those 5 cups, then probably this is something like a ritual, a ritual those 5 drinkers do with the spirit of hunger.
How many people were in your vision, Aron?
5.
And they all had that guy's face.
Yeah. And I could see the room from all 5 perspectives.
The same face that those evil cultists wear, right?
Like 5 as in you were one of the 5 looking at the others?
Yep.
Okay.
Indeed.
So is the 6th old face snatcher. No, I think it's stuff we gotta think about. But I do say we go scout out that meeting location and see if we can get some more answers.
Sorry, like a small pause, and I turn to Boris. If I ask about, you told me that you have something magical on you, something like a curse or of
I believe
sorts.
it's a curse.
Don't tell me that it's somehow maybe connected to all this bullshit that we are talking about. That nothing rings a bell?
I haven't heard about anything that you guys have encountered. But I don't know anything about my own curse either. It's just it takes a hold of me sometimes.
What do you
all I
mean?
know. Well, when I'm in danger or when something bad around me happens, I sort of black out, lose a few hours, and then I return seeing corpses around me, and I'm bloodied.
Okay. That's disturbing.
Yeah.
Because something nervous and bad happening to us all the time.
That's like our MO. Like
Yeah, it's like we are go-to guys for nervous and bad.
I am not sure what it is.
Okay. Let's put it on the pile then.
put it on the back. Well, what's the play, guys? I've said my piece on it.
I think we should go to that location, do the job.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the house again. Silly me.
That's because the house doesn't have a name.
Just the house.
It's
chose
just an
the
old
location.
villa. And
With an address.
Yeah, with an address. Indeed.
What's your take, Aaron? You cool with that?
Well, we do have other things to do. Remember, we need to get a book, to get an audience, to be able to travel to the plane of shadows or dust, to the plane of dusk, to meet the queen, get a favor from the queen, something like that.
Yeah, it's just we're unsure how the dragon plays into everything now. to necessarily want to immediately take a whole venture into Shadow Plane.
I will step away for the moment, sorry.
And we don't know how time sensitive this meeting is. Is my thoughts.
I
It
guess we
seemed
can
like
have that.
whatever their issue in the Shadow Plane, like while it's an issue, it didn't seem like they wanted it handled, but they weren't super expedient about it.
So the question remains: whom do we trust?
I mean, just us at the moment. But I'm watching you. And I look at Bird Boy.
I think that's a smart idea. I wouldn't hold it against you.
And Sauron too, but that's because Sauron's always a little shifty.
What? Sorry, did I miss something?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
To the house.
Ow.
Well, you know, Mel, I would not trust myself in the moment.
Well, guess I'm trusting me.
So, the house. The house, it's an old villa, though it doesn't look derelict, but it also doesn't look pristine anymore. It looks like whoever lived or lives in there doesn't really put much care into maintaining it, let's say. And from the outside, you don't notice any signs of life within there.
No lights going on inside or candlelight or anything.
No.
Looking over the different paths that you could take to get up to it, does there seem to be any recent traffic on it?
Um, the the nearby road seems well used. The cobblestone floor leading to it. I mean, it's cobblestone floor. It's kind of hard to notice any footsteps on it. You could give me a survival to a survival check.
I'll assist you with my expertise.
I mean, or you could leave that to the person with expert, or you just roll a 22. Okay. Yeah, because of the state of the path there, it's grass and moss growing in between the cobblestones, and that seems to be currently recovering from being stomped upon recently.
All right. And where does this is this to the front of it, or is it going to a side door, the back entrance? This little villa.
It goes it's the front door.
Okay. Does it seem to be? You said no sense of life. No one's outside it doing anything.
No.
Okay.
What does the roof look like?
Oh, you want to fly on top of it.
Bird.
The most peculiar thing you notice is that from up top, you see that the villa has 4 different balconies,
Okay.
and each of those balconies has its doors wide open.
Okay.
Wide open. Well, you got yourself an entry point there.
And the roof itself is it like a slanted roof or?
Yeah, there's a slanted roof.
Okay.
Well, if you wanted to give the skies a once over and see if you can see any scouts or lookouts or something. Otherwise, you might be able to check inside one of those doors.
Yeah, I can also carry one of you with me. 2 heads better than one, and all that.
Yeah. Uh,
Any of you
say
have a
probably
preference?
Arahant. You have detect magic and stuff, don't you, Arahant?
Beg your pardon?
I was asking if you had like detect magic and stuff to kind of like case the scene out.
Yes.
Okay, so
It will take. It will take about 10 minutes.
that's fine. Because I can cover you from all the way over. I don't need to be right there.
And I'll protect you close by.
Yeah.
But you will cast detect magic ritually.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, you could already have it up. Doesn't it stay on you for a minute after you've cast it?
Um, Let me check real quick. Detect magic. Ten minutes.
Yeah. So you go ahead and get it prepped now, so you don't have to do the verbal and somatic stuff that could give you guys away, and then he could fly you over there.
Okay. But either way, I will have to do it ritually because I have no spell slots whatsoever. That's not true. I have 1 level 4 spell slot
Oh, yeah, because it pulled up.
because of the level up. But
Well, hoping this is just a scouting mission, so hopefully spell slots won't be of great necessity.
and I cannot help you with my prophetic visions.
I mean, don't those don't your prophecy dice return at the start of each day? Is
No,
that also
after
requires a rest? Okay.
after a long rest.
Huh.
So that leaves me and Sauron figuring out what we're doing. Although both of us can support at range.
Yeah, most of the things I can cast from pretty far.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can get up there if I have to.
Also, are we planning on going in, or are we not?
I mean, that depends on what they scout up there. Do any of us have
Okay.
like this is like out of game. Do any of us have like the message spell or something similar to that to be able to communicate back to each other, or
I
do
have
we
no
need to
spells.
actually? Yeah,
I
don't-
can communicate to someone because I have telepathic way of speaking. I can telepathically talk. The problem
that-
is you can talk back.
Arahant does have a message because He used it several times to communicate with Mel,
Yeah, you're right.
knowing that Mel is not very fond of magic.
Yeah. Okay, then that'll work as
I can go
walkie-talkie.
up there with you and just say to Mel something while he stays here.
Well, I think we're trying to do 2 and 2. Bird can only carry one person, carry Arahant, and then he can send back messages to me, and then you could send messages to him. Or I guess I could just reply to your
Oh.
messages.
Yeah, you can reply
Yeah.
on message.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if for some reason I reply and I don't get another reply back, then that's when we would know something's up.
Unless I recast it, but it's a cantrip, so I
Yeah.
can do it all day long.
I think that's the plan then. So
Okay. I'll pick up Arahant then with my arms. So I'll grab him by the shoulders, fly
Okay.
up, and go to the balcony.
and me and Sauron will look to see if anybody takes notice of them doing any movements or act suspicious in the area.
Um. Oh, let me check if I'm about to do something really stupid. Okay, no, you're... Okay. Please tell me that this is actually faster. Yes, yes. Drastically. Okay. Do you go onto the balcony or do you just fly over it? Do you look through the door?
Well, so Arahant has his detect magic up, right? So I guess I'll kind of hover above the balcony first, wait for him to maybe detect any magic, and if he doesn't detect anything, I'll probably safely try and land
How
Arahant
does
on the balcony.
this actually work? Um. Um. You don't notice any magic, I think. Yes, you don't notice any magic.
Okay, I'll carefully put down Arahant on the balcony. And if there's space, I'll land next to him.
Okay. With that angle of entering, I will kind of have to change around the map real quick before I drag you onto it.
Okay.
But currently it should look very empty.
Yep.
Let's say you're using this balcony, but also a balcony here. And from the balcony looking into the room, you do see well, now I can use this. Yeah. Also put you on the... But you do notice a few strange things. Oh yeah, I'm not showing the back wall of the room you're looking into because then you would see the entire shape of the next room because I set it up badly. But I probably shouldn't put you into GM layer. That doesn't make sense. There you are. I guess you're on top of each other because you're being carried right now. You do see a hallway, though what's peculiar about it, it basically has two doors, one leading to each balcony. It is shaped like the quarter of a circle, or a quarter of a ring, with the shape of the room is it connects to a circular room, and or not actually circular room. From what you see from the outside, the room on the other side is completely spherical. Like,
Oh.
yeah, but it is round in each dimension. Also, the only thing that connects it is a little stairwell leading to a closed door.
Okay.
The walls are made from polished black wood. You would assume something like ebon wood. Or it is called ebony, not ebon wood, is it?
And the balcony doors are wide open to them.
The balcony doors are wide open, and the curtains are fluttering in the wind.
And still no ping on the inside.
No.
Could I check for any traps right on the door?
Yeah,
Tripwires
sure.
or-
Give me an. Do you want to check visually or actually search? Like, give me investigation or perception, depending on what you want to do.
I'll go investigation.
Okay.
There we go. 11.
You don't find any traps.
Okay. Then I'll go in first. To this room.
Yeah, it looks fairly normal.
I'll look up the stairway. See.
Down the
or down the stairway.
down the stairway, you see a heavy ebon door.
I'll try it out. Try the knob. Or
It
handle.
turns.
It opens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside you see a room with a bird bath in the middle. The room is completely spherical and made of polished ebony wood.
A bird bath in the middle?
Yeah, a bird bath in the middle.
Oddly.
There is a door on the top and the bottom, or on the north and south side of the room.
Okay. I'll have Arahant come with me. Maybe relay the information to our team. If he wants.
Yeah. Our hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to enter as well?
Still no magic.
Still no magic.
Okay.
Not
Then
even
he
for the
will-
bird bath.
He will enter.
Yeah. The thing is, I technically have a question, but I have to answer it myself, because if I would actually answer it, it would spoil something. Also, I guess from flying around, you would have just noticed the same kind of hallway balcony setup on the other side. I just
Okay.
noticed that I forgot to draw in the doors for that. Yeah. Our hand still doesn't detect any magic.
Weird.
Okay. He will he will go back to the balcony because there is no obstruction here because they are open. He will point into the direction that he probably knows where Mel is and will send through message a short message saying that they are inside, no magic, and everything seems clear for the moment.
All right, just keep us updated.
And then he will return to go by the side of Sigma.
All right. I'll go into the spherical room. Is the floor also spherical? So it's like a sort of pit in the middle?
You mean
Oh,
concaved? You mean concaved?
oh, detect magic actually detects something basically exactly along the lines of the sphere. And
What kind
it seems to be you notice abjuration magic.
Abjuration.
Okay, well, Arahant will say to Sigma, um, the walls of the circular chamber are probably warded because I detect some abjuration magic, some warding magic around the room.
So what would that do? Protect it?
Warding, well, abjuration can be used mostly to either protect you by invoking spectral shields to block damage, but can also be used to hide your presence, or if you want to have a private conversation, being sure not to be eavesdropped on or scribed by anything, but by other magic or so, then abjuration would be
Yeah,
will
and you
go.
also can set an alarm, which is also abjuration.
Oh, so by being in the room, I might have already tripped the alarm. Oh no.
Indeed.
Hence why I wanted to ask GM, maybe we can give them a bit of a scroll back in time.
Yeah,
Because
maybe Bert can actually decide not to have entered the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll decide not to enter the room after knowing that it is enchanted or has some
The
spell on it.
door that opens into the hallway, by the way, it's actually not enchanted, by the way, so you can open it.
Okay. Maybe
So
relay this
basically,
them.
the air right behind the door is enchanted.
and the door
Okay.
is to push.
No, the door is it opens into the hallway.
So it's a pull.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what can we do? We can risk it, but I don't think we want to do that. And was the meeting spot inside of the building?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe this is the meeting spot then, this sphere. And they have it enchanted so no one can eavesdrop. Maybe.
Does it look like there's been any activity inside the sphere?
The sphere looks basically pristine. Like it looks like it's polished and waxed.
Can abjuration magic do that? Make something clean?
No, I think that
No.
would be prestidigitation, which is... What is prestidigitation, actually?
Either evocation or
Transmutation.
Oh, okay.
Arahant would say no. Abjuration would not be able to clean things up or things like that. Abjuration is it's the sole purpose of that branch of magic is to ward, protect oneself or a room against outside interference.
Okay.
I've got what I think it is, but I don't know anything.
Well, what do you suggest to do?
Hmm. And the room is empty, DM?
The room is empty, except for the bird bath.
Mm-hmm.
The weird weather. Is it actually a bird bath, or does it just look like a bird bath?
Is there water in the bird bath?
Yes, that's why it's
Okay.
blue.
I don't know, maybe it's some blood or something. Sacrificial bird bath.
Well, didn't like in old times they used to have like a washing basin kind of thing?
Yeah. Maybe they baptize people in the bird bath.
The thing literally has like bird motifs on it.
Oh.
Okay.
And it looks less pristine than the rest of the room, let's say. Like there's like still grass stains on it.
How in the world is there a bird bath in the cult meetup house?
I just love the pure ridiculousness of that sentence.
So the meeting is held by actual birds.
So you see, the Kishigal brings all these bugs, and so then the birds feast on the bugs.
I see.
Hmm.
I think that
But
was
to answer your question, Sigma, I do not know what to do. We can enter the room, hoping that we do not activate any alarm or something like that, or we can leave the thing be and.
I think we should go back to the rest, relay the information, and then because we're supposed to just wait for them to have that meeting, right?
Indeed, and we only did a reconnaissance. So
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I'm in favor for that option.
Okay.
Yeah, as you go to leave the room, you notice something landing on the balcony.
Which balcony?
The one close to us.
The balcony to the northeast of you.
Shouldn't we see it from the outside too?
Yeah, you would probably see it flying in.
Mm.
There's a person upon a skeletal wyvern.
Yeah. Do I
Have
have
they
to wait
seen
for
us?
him to send me a message before I can respond, or is it still like?
I think you have to wait for his message before you can respond.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, then I can't forewarn you.
Yeah.
But I think no, only the creatures I can see, and only they are really close. No.
The
Have they seen
person on top of the wyvern. It has said person has the same mustache, the same face,
Says detect
that you know and
magic,
love.
ping the wyvern, and thus alert them that someone's there.
I mean, detect magic is like 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they would notice it like 10 feet before it lands.
Hey, maybe that 10 feet's just enough for them to find a hiding spot.
And those things have a flying speed of 80.
Oh. I am not that fast.
Yes, you.
Especially not when carrying someone.
So, the person says, so we meet again.
You know?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Oh, so you do recognize me.
Yes. I recognize you from the old guild house, which had a undead wyvern in it, and we saw it flew away with someone on it.
Oh
I
yeah,
surmise that this is the same wyvern, and that the person sitting on it back then must be you.
but you and me, we go way back. Like almost a few weeks longer than that. Maybe even a month. But I guess the first time we met, I was looking a bit different. And so remember that the priest you captured in the mines.
Ah. Okay, you're the one. You're the one who is giving me headaches.
So you you remember what that guard said that was supposed to guard the cage?
Um, I, as player, do not remember it.
Our hand probably does.
Well, with our level up, I boosted my intelligence, and
Okay,
it's
so
no max
you
code. It's 20.
there's two things coming to your mind. The first thing is what the guard actually said. The guard was locked up in the cage. At the next morning, the guard was locked up in the cage and terrified because they said that the priest you captured used some sort of magic to swap places with the guard. And you notice, and you remember another thing. It didn't really occur to you because you only talked to that guard briefly. But when you first saw that face with the mustache in your dreams, you always in the back of your mind had the feeling that you know it from somewhere. It's the face of that guard.
Mm. The guard that got switched with the priest that
Yes.
was imprisoned. So the face belongs to the guard
Yes.
and not the priest.
I'm assuming you are saying something out loud right now because you're kind of in a conversation.
Just bugging them.
Well, this is quite awkward, I have to say.
So it was very easy to trick you. But you know, instead of swapping positions, we swapped bodies. And then all I had to do was take that poor guy, chase him into the forest, have him get eaten, or not eaten, but stabbed to death by one of my demonic servants, and then just go into the cage. And everything was set for my escape. But
So you played with us.
yes, but that doesn't matter now. What matters now is that I have you right where I want to have you.
And with that, do you mean the both of us or just me?
The both of you. I mean, I don't know the bird, but I have noticed him hanging around you.
What do you want with me? Or him?
You will see. And the wyvern takes flight again, and the rider starts chanting a spell while raising a staff.
Well, I think that's my cue to shoot him with a crossbow bolt. Because that can't be good.
I don't know if the wall is thick enough or thin thin enough to let the message spell through.
Yes, it is.
But on that other hand would point into the direction of where Mel would be and say, "We're in big trouble."
I saw the wyvern coming in. I see it coming back up off the platform, and I see whoever on it mumbling and doing some shit. I'm shooting at them.
You shoot at him. At the rider or at the wyvern?
At the rider.
Okay.
The one trying to cast spells. Bu- bu-
I mean, if it's 120,
Oh, no.
if it's 120 feet, I can shoot both.
Now, a 6 is not going to do it. Or a nat 1 insta fails anyways, but a 6 is not going to do it.
Should I shoot both too? Or are we rolling initiative already?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if I'm allowed to use my whole attack. I was just...
I currently have to figure out a range thing. Let's just say you are allowed to shoot at it. You are allowed to Eldritch Blast.
Feet. Oh, okay. I'm well in range.
Okay, then an Eldritch Blast it is.
Now for you, an Eldritch Blast is always 2 blasts at its current level.
Yeah. Shooting twice. Give me a moment.
But no matter what you do, I don't think an Eldritch Blast can one-shot him. So,
Of course not.
So, the wyvern will fly dash away. Whether you hit it or not. Yeah, the 22 definitely hits.
Okay. Oh, I forgot how to roll damage from the last game.
You just click on Eldritch Blast in chat. You know, in the chat message. Exactly. Yeah, that's 8 force damage. and then the wyvern just flies 160 feet away.
Oh, shoot it again. Still in my range.
Oh yeah, crossbows, yes.
This time I'm shooting at the wyvern.
That hits.
I'm going to attempt to trip the wyvern.
You're going to attempt to trip the wyvern.
Yep.
Cut its wings.
Because when you trip when you fall prone while flying, you fall down. So it makes a strength saving throw.
The scariest weapon in all the Dungeons and Dragons falling.
I do 10 plus 1d8 damage. As well.
It's a strength save, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
And it fails. Get on that ground, boy!
Yeah, they are now on the They are now somewhere in a neighboring street. Somewhere off
take
screen.
some delicious fall damage. From however far
That they
fell.
do.
Wanna fly after it?
Are we chasing it?
But while that plays out, the effect of the spell that was cast. I almost forgot that. That is very important. From all the balconies and from behind Mel and Salwan, you start to hear a buzzing noise. And it grows louder and louder as swarms of flies emerge on all balconies and basically down here behind you two. And just start closing in.
Well,
Almost forming a ring around the house. That grows tighter and tighter and tighter.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
shout
gonna-
out.
Slowly
No,
but
no.
steadily.
Yeah, I was gonna shout at them that I downed them unless they saw and or heard them fall down.
And I'm gonna try and cancel the spell.
Okay.
I think it's since I lost the moment for counter spell, I'm dispelling magic now.
Ah, okay. Her dispelling magic now. Does the spell magic also have the restriction where you have to roll when it's high?
Yeah, any spell of third level or lower ends, and for each spell of fourth level or higher, make an ability check to using your spell casting ability. The DC is 10 plus.
Yeah, you do have to make a check. The DC is... I mean, he kinda cast it off a staff and... let's say it's a 6th level spell.
So it's 12.
No, the DC would then be 16.
That's 10 plus spell level.
Yeah, it's 10 plus spell level, not 10 plus the difference.
Okay.
Oh my
Fuck.
god. Just short.
Fuck.
And the wall of flies keeps creeping in. Slowly but steadily.
Oh. Think of my approach there. Do we want to get into an initiative now? As far as like everyone doing what they're doing?
I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh,
Darn it,
fuck, the ogre is still on here. And all the stuff. And now there's 2 Mels.
I'm 22 mil.
3 Boris is correct, Boris. The 23 Mel can go. The 10-hour hunt can go. And the 3 cell one can go. Okay. I guess you're in initiative order now. Mel, what do you want to do?
Are they already like fully blocking our ability to move past them?
Um,
Or are they not closed in enough yet?
I mean, they're kind of forming a ring around the building.
Okay.
Or like behind you, you're on the inside of the ring, not on the outside.
I mean,
And
we
they're
can
like
fly out.
moving basically at maybe 2 feet per turn.
Can you give me like a visual, like a ping where they would be at right now?
Let me just draw a circle. What's a good fly color? Maybe a dark green. Eh.
That's
How
That's
tall
a
is this?
that's
How
a
tall is this fly wall?
it's not super tall. It's like 10 feet. Yeah, 10 feet.
I mean, I turn to Mel and say, I can make us fly out of this ring, but I can't help the guys inside.
I mean, they should be able to fly out. I want to get to that wyvern as soon as possible.
All right, let's fly there. And I cast fly on me and himself.
All right, then I will ready my action to, I guess, move whenever he casts that on me. That's what I'd have to do.
You have 10 minutes, buddy.
Well, because of initiative, I have to wait to get the spell from you.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Yeah.
you just delay your turn after him.
Okay, I didn't know
Huh.
delay turn was a thing. Yep, that's fine.
Yep. So yeah, I use my pearl to I discharge my pearl of power and cast fly on me and Mel, and we both fly towards the direction of the plane crash. Oh, Viven crash.
Dude, Mel with a set of wings or boots of or winged boots is fucking scary. I just thought about. You just have this old man just flying around, popping off
Yeah,
crack
it's like having a fucking helicopter with a machine gun on it.
Yeah, then I will. How much movement does flight give you? Is it based on move speed, or does it have its own?
60. It's 60 feet speed.
Okay. And are the flies still on the lower level at the moment?
Uh.
How high are they up?
Oh wait, they would be 10 feet up from the balcony. From your level, they would also go up to the balcony. So probably like 30, maybe 40 feet.
So easily we can outfly
Okay,
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just seeing how much I needed to allot to going up, as opposed
Also,
to.
it's really cool we have an owl now, because for my fly spell I can just pluck the feather from from an owl every time.
Okay, so we have to fly up 50 to get over it.
Yeah, something like that.
Right,
I mean,
50.
we can move like diagonally, you know.
Yeah, we would like raise up as we're going, but we have to go up 50, and then the other 10 can go over.
Yeah.
So
Okay, since I'm moving first, can you point me to the direction of the Wyvern crash?
It's like basically
Upper
off to the top right, but it's like already outside of the map.
yeah, like we're going to be flying over the suburbs and looking down to find them.
Yeah, so I'm like 60 feet high at least, and maybe diagonally somewhere here. I don't know. Probably it would be logical to make a diagonal 60 feet move,
Yeah.
gradually increasing the height, you know? So up in here, I would outfly the flies by 10 feet, and here I would be 60.
Well, I think it's the same distance regardless, though.
Yeah, I'm just gathering speed and gathering height as I'm flying.
Yeah, I got you. Making it a more cohesive flight.
Yeah, around here I'm above the flies.
The tripping attack only screws one over for one turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Which is why I'm wanting to get in range to knock him back down again. So
And
I
if I'm
will.
in range for my spells, I have something to control them too. So yeah, we need to hurry up.
So my turn. I took his spell. Then I will get up and over 10 with the base, and then I will use an action to move another 60 feet over.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm in range for. You said the figure flew out 160 feet, and I moved 60, right?
Yes, but the creature was also not next to you. The creature was already 35 feet away from you.
Alright.
So
Oh
how
no,
many
even
feet?
more, like 40 feet.
So what distance is it now from my point to the creature?
When we save. It would be like almost the full 160. I think it would be almost the full 160.
In a turn with the fly, I can only move 60, right?
Yep.
Okay, then I need to move a little bit more.
No. Because you used your action to do the fly, whereas I used my action to dash.
Yeah,
Fly-
so
fly
I
further.
will probably can capture the creature next turn if everything goes all right.
Yeah. What am I seeing now that I'm up 60 feet or 50 feet in the air and flew over?
Nothing yet.
Okay. I was
Um,
deciding if I want action surge as well.
the crashing place is still, it's still like probably like one row of houses away from you, maybe two.
Okay. But I'll be kind of looking towards the ground, but if I see it, jump back up in the air, then I'm going to look to knock it back down.
Yeah. Our hand. Yeah, I drew the way I drew the house and the wall of flies was, or not even that. The way I positioned Mel and Salwan was a little bit bad because the wall of flies is kind of supposed to be blocking off the doors. It's just kind of hard to do with a circle.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So,
can't have both.
so
Yeah, but it's because the drawing is shit, not because the spell can't actually target both. Very important difference.
Yeah, I'm just betting on Arand and Sigma to be able to get out themselves.
I mean, prefer the map a bit before then, not on the fly.
Haha, on the fly.
I mean, I made the map before I made the circle on the fly.
so if I understood the description correctly, um, the flies form a ring
Yes.
around the building. It's not a sphere that.
It's a ring, not a sphere.
Okay, and it effectively blocks like a wall the entrances or exits
Yep.
to the balconies. Okay. Well, in that case, Arahant will uh, um, and here at at the inward side, is there a door or not?
There is a door. I think Boris opened it and didn't close it yet, so there is an open
Yeah.
door there.
Mm-hmm. Well, in that case, Arahant will quickly ask Sigma. Either we try to get out of here and fight our way through that swarm of flies, or we risk we take a risk and we go inside and close the door, hoping that we would be protected and barricaded inside.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
One, was I able to attune to my sword, my spectral blade, in between sessions, or no?
Yes.
Okay. Second, so when I use it, I become incorporeal, meaning I can go
Yep.
through stuff. Does, if I hold Arhan, does he also get that effect or no?
No.
Okay. So I have a way to get out guaranteed, but I don't want to necessarily leave Arhan behind.
Also, I don't think it would protect you from any kind of damage that the flies would do.
Yeah, but I'm sturdy.
Um, if there is a bird bath inside the room, shouldn't there be a ways for birds to enter?
I mean, there's no birds in the bird bath.
Okay.
Also,
but
the
there
room
is
is
a
literally
bird
connected
bath.
to the front door. One could just open it.
Yeah, I'll go with Arahant. I'll tell him like, yeah,
And
I'll
also
go with you
those
inside of the
things,
room.
those
Have it
black
protect us.
things, those are windows, right?
Those are doors.
Huh.
Yeah, down here is like the bottom level for each of these. So
Oh
front,
yeah,
back, door.
probably. If you're behind that thing, you would also notice that there is yet another room here. Where, okay, this wall isn't part of the same line as the rest. There it is.
Just have an opening. Shit.
So what do we do?
I think we should go inside of the sphere. Close the door.
Okay. Well, that's what Arahant is doing, and he goes inside.
So, the first thing you notice when you go inside, detect magic stops.
Yes.
Stops.
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 Ah, the warding.
And other than that, you don't really notice anything because detect magic isn't active anymore. Weird how that works.
But Arahant will go inside, and well, he will feel his detect magic disappear because his magical sight disappears. Thinking, okay, that's probably part of that abjuration magic that I sensed. And he will go to the door and wait for Sigma to enter. The moment that Sigma enters, he will close the door.
And that was like kind of my issue with can you actually detect a sphere that prevents you from detecting things? But then I decided yes, but only the outside.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. And it's Boris' turn.
Alright, I'll go right inside.
Yeah, and Aran closes the door. You are now inside a sphere.
And Arahant will also say, my magical sight is gone, so I think that the warding of the abjuration suppresses magic, which can be both good and bad.
Well, if there's only one enchantment on the sphere, then if it just suppresses magic, then at least we're not in any other danger.
That's true.
Let me check something. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that should be. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, because there isn't much to do.
I might take a bird bath. You judge him.
Okay. Before Mel's turn.
Alright.
You notice now another 60 feet away than before. You notice the wyvern emerge again and yet again dash away.
Alright.
And it's really hard to keep track of the distance on the small of a map. But
Well,
I'm
how far
assuming
was he from me?
you should probably be able to get in one more shot at disadvantage.
Well, how far is he?
'Cause
I can shoot 400 and have no issues.
so this should be. Wait, how far is. So that was 35, and for you it would be 10 instead. That would be. Oh, wait, I can just say you are 20 feet closer than the starting point, so it's 140 plus 60, so it's 200 plus it's dashing again, so you would be at a distance of 280.
That's still within range, and I haven't moved yet.
280 or 208?
280.
Alright,
Fucking
so,
hell, that's too far even for me.
so I will move up 60, so he is at 220 now, correct?
Yep.
Then I will take my turn of shots at him.
Just try to slow this bitch down.
Yeah, I'm trying to knock him right back down.
Can
So-
he survive one more fall?
So I'll take a shot.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Dang.
26 still hits.
Alright, I will attempt to trip him again. He takes a D8 as well.
How much damage does it take from the fall?
Oh, shit, D8 that time.
how high it flies? Because it
1d6 per 10 feet, I'm pretty sure. He makes it that time, though.
Okay.
Jesus, can it
I-
survive one more fall?
I will take my second shot. Maybe. I clicked it.
Nice.
Okay.
Rolls insane.
Trip it
According
again.
to it. Trip it again.
And I roll 2d8 this time.
At least my saves are going well, but that's big damage. But it's not really that big damage for a wyvern skeleton, honestly. That could be worse.
Shot twice. I need to get it down on the ground. I'm gonna try to action surge. Shoot 2 more times. So I'll shoot again. 12.
That doesn't hit.
I will roll a d8 to make it hit.
14.
14?
14.
14 does. Being a skeleton doesn't really give any bonus AC, so it actually does hit.
Okay. Then I will attempt to trip it again. That was shitty damage that time, though. Yes, get on the ground. That's my last superiority die too.
Nice, dude.
And then just my last shot. Yeah, we'll just. Yeah, that's shitty damage that time though.
It's literally like having an attack helicopter. What the fuck?
It's another 7.
But that's all I got.
Yeah.
And then however much fall damage it took too. Which is fall damage bludgeoning?
Fall
Yeah.
damage is bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a skelly. I don't know if he's like every other skelly.
And as far as I know, it's like one of the scariest way to get a damage that immediately fatal.
Um,
Oh, it can get bad depending on how far it fell. But it's this fucking image of this just old man just flying in the fucking sky.
Give me a moment.
Wait,
I will
that's the-
let my dog in.
I might have done a very big stupid.
So-
Does that thing get... No. Okay. I was looking if that thing actually gets legendary resistances that I forgot, but no, it doesn't. Technically, the guy who's falling gets them, but
He's just along for the ride.
there's nothing he can save against. Yeah, that would be a shit ton of fall damage. They are like 80 feet up. To be fair, how many feet do you even fall in a turn?
You fall
I think it's
immediately,
all or
instantly.
nothing. Yeah.
Wait, you immediately teleport to the ground once you start falling. That doesn't.
Yeah.
What?
You hit terminal velocity and hit the ground. Apparently, it's 5e rules.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's how it works in 5e.
I'm
You
not
reach
saying
the
it
ground
makes sense.
immediately. Like,
I'm not, I'm not saying it's logical, but that's the way.
like at a certain height, you should be able to break fall, which is
Because I know in Pathfinder 2e they make you make acrobatic checks to try to like right yourself if you're a flying creature that's falling.
what the fuck did I do? No, I don't want to open my cookies right now.
Cookies.
So there is a possibility that we have a wet spot on the ground instead of the villain
Damn, and they've taken fallen damage twice.
twice.
Yeah, yeah. I
At least
know.
feeling the crabs.
There is a possibility that this idiot had to revive his wyvern first time, and now
Yeah.
revived wyvern is dying again.
Uh,
I wasn't expecting to be able to fly on. I'm sorry.
I wasn't expecting you to fly either.
Welcome to our Ryanair flight.
Like I was like, okay, the one shot was a trick shot, but then I got flight. I was like, all right, well, now a turret.
Yeah, and you shot it on the way down too. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
Because actually, when it's on the ground, it's prone. Has to spend half its movement getting back up.
yeah, the thing is, if it dashes, it's still like 20 feet faster than you are moving normally.
Yeah, but I still
So-
think I'd get another round in because it's got to beat that 400.
Wait, is
he
it?
didn't fall? He didn't fall or fell again?
But
Oh,
it
he fell
did
again.
fall. Is it like it's 10 per 10 feet, or was it the 8 per 10 feet?
I want to say it's a D6 or a D8 per 10 feet.
Okay, that
It's
probably
1d6
at some
bludgeoning
point.
for every 10 feet.
Probably at some point the priest will heal itself. But even more importantly, concentration check on the flies.
Yeah, it's gonna make a couple of those.
I think it's not 1d8 or 1d10, it's 1d6.
Oh yeah,
it's
okay.
1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet.
Then they should be able to take that for a while. The ring of light disappears. Not that the people locked up in the room really would notice. But the people flying on the outside would. Yeah, Sauron.
You hear another crash on the ground.
You are completely unable. You will be or you are completely unable to get into shooting range this turn. I am very sorry.
My range of casting is at least 120 feet, and I will not be there in a couple of turns, and this thing cast a new wyvern and tried to run away again. I don't know.
I mean, now that I can't trip it, I'm probably just going to shoot the rider.
Oh, you can't trip it anymore.
Nope, I'm out of superiority die.
Okay. What does Sauron do then?
It's too far for me to banish it. That's the
What?
problem. And I wanna.
Do you even still have spell slots?
I don't know. I want to
Yeah,
do
you still have
something
one.
goofy. Like I want to do something fucking goofy, like banish the wyvern from under the driver.
I mean, another funny thing is if you had a way to like shove the rider, you could shove them off their mount and they would just fall.
No, sadly, I have only force damage for that, but not really. And the
So
like,
notice that
if I fly 60 feet again, I will still be one turn away from them, and they will get up and start flying again. Fucking hell.
yeah, I'm gonna get one more round of shooting at them, and then
Okay, then I tell Mel that don't forget, like your 10 minutes will run out eventually. I will go.
I don't need to be in
tell-
range with you, do I? Or is it just a time thing now?
I can yell.
Well,
but
no.
yeah,
As far as fly,
I'm like 25 feet away from you, so you hear my voice in your head.
but what I'm saying, does the fly spell need me to be near you once it casts?
No. I can independently fly spell 2 creatures from the 4th level spell slot, so I don't care.
But
I-
if
I
you,
don't need to be near
but
you.
I think it's fly a concentration spell. So if your concentration breaks, Mel would randomly fall down.
Why
Yeah,
would it break? Why would it break though?
Yeah, I think they're in fight or flight mode right now, and they're definitely leaning towards the flight. As this fucking pissed off old man is just shooting.
Yeah,
at
if I lose the visual with you, do I lose the concentration?
No.
Yeah.
So I can just I say I will go to our friends and tell them that the flies are away. I will not be able to chase this creature. It's too fast for me. I'm out of cards.
I'm gonna try to take it down.
Okay, don't fall to your fucking death because we would not be able to find you. And I go
You know,
on the
now-
go on the balcony and I go inside and I knock on the.
As an aspiring big bad evil guy, I noticed that the party is currently split and the fighter is in a 1v1 situation with an undead wyvern and the priest.
Do you think it will fight?
Well, it's on the
Hmm.
ground right now, so it can decide what it wants to do.
Oh, I can ask Mel
Turn.
then. Do you want me to stay with you, or should I try and retrieve the 2 of them and we join you later?
I mean, it's up to you. Like, I'll yell if shit's going south.
I mean, if it's gonna attack, it's gonna attack you, and if I'm there, it will not be able to do so.
That's up to you.
All right, then I will stick around with.
The door is open on the balcony, so as long as you just get the word to them. Like, even if we don't know that they're in the inner layer, but even if they're there, they can still hear you yell them like, "Hey, the flies are gone."
Yeah, I will yell that, hey, the flies are gone, and I will join
Oh.
Mel.
So,
And And prepare. I will. Can I prepare that? Can I prepare the banishment in case the wyvern comes in range? Like
If
not
you
wyvern, but the
if you
rider.
ready a spell, and the
Oh no! It will break my concentration.
no, that what the fuck?
Nah,
Why did my browser just close?
I think readying a spell does break concentration because you are temporarily concentrated.
And
But it's not a
probably
concentration spell, so
casting another spell probably breaks a
No.
concentration.
No.
No.
I think like that spell isn't concentration, but I think the act of preparing a spell as a
no,
reaction
but
is
the
a mini
big
concentration.
point is if you ready a spell, whether you get to cast it or not, at the beginning of your next turn, you used up that spell slot.
Yeah, that as well. But I think that readying it counts as concentration, so it would conflict.
And you can't cast 2 concentration spells at once.
No.
And the banishment is a concentration spell, so
Oh,
they
okay.
probably
Oh, is it a concentration? Okay.
yeah.
I was
so-
thinking the ready action, like no matter what the spell is it's concentration. I'm trying to find the rule.
maybe pick a roof and stand on it for the time being. Like fly further, pick a
And I'm
roof.
only 50 feet up, so that's only 5d6. Like it'll hurt, but I'll be fine.
I won't. Okay, then I will try to get a nearest roof or something that is high up, closest to Mel. And even more, I can move like 60 feet and I pick, if there is a roof, I will pick a roof and land on it and prepare the banishment. If
Yeah, it's only
if
only
the
about 18
creature, if the rider is in range, it will be banished instantly. Well, if everything rolls like it should. Is there a roll?
No, that's nothing to roll right now.
So yeah, if the rider is in range, then it's gonna be banished and Mel will fall.
Uh, yeah. Our hand. So there is one thing you don't notice, and the thing you don't notice is that the sphere you are in is soundproof.
I see the issue there.
And then there's the thing you notice, and that's worm-like creatures burrowing through the floor.
Ah,
So eat worms for the birds. There you go. Sigmund, you get a snack.
Yeah. But maybe the bath was for the wyvern and
I don't know. After that far gone, what are you even going to wash at that point?
bones.
well, um, Arahant will test a theory.
Mm-hmm.
The other doors are closed.
Yep.
Okay, that one, they're closed. And here, there's no door.
There's a door down there. The black line is kind of hard to see, but there's the door.
Yeah,
Ah,
big front
okay,
door.
okay.
That
So
door
there-
leads to the outside, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, Arahant, at the risk of getting a opportunity attack, will move here.
You move up here, you will take an opportunity attack. I'm assuming a 24 hits you.
Yes, it does.
That's 11 piercing damage, and you can give me a con save. The other part is not okay. A con save against 2 points of poison damage.
Okay, Constitution.
Hey, nice.
Then you take 1 point of poison damage.
I don't like the rest of that. I mean, I'm glad it's not me. Arhan's not
And-
wearing any armor.
And then his testing will be he will cast a firebolt on that swarm to
Oh.
see if
The
if
left
magic
swarm, the right swarm.
the swarm next to Sigma.
Okay. By the way, Sigma is his Discord name. The character name is Boris.
Ah, okay.
So I did have it right initially. Then I
My
changed my mind
apologies.
because everyone.
Oh, you might want to nickname yourself on Roll20 so it's less confusing.
Yeah, that's what I did to
Oh.
mine too.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, you cast the firebolt. You can give me an attack roll.
Okay. So the firebolt goes off.
Yep.
That's good to know. So not every kind of magic is suppressed.
Yeah.
In that case, where is my fireball? What is my firebolt? Under DF, of course. 12 to hit
12 doesn't hit.
for 15 fire damage.
I said doesn't hit.
Ah, doesn't hit. Okay, then nothing.
Damn.
Your arrow leaves, or your bolt leaves a little scorch mark on the otherwise pristine wood.
Yeah, you've cut the market value for this this abode immeasurably.
Yeah, I think Boris is getting attacked next.
Uh-oh.
It's bite time. That's the 15 hit. think it
No,
doesn't.
15 does not hit. No.
Okay. Boris gets attacked a second time. Also, the market value for this estate has been kind of reduced because there are no holes in the sphere.
Oh, true.
And
18
also,
does
it's
hit,
an
yes.
abandoned piece of crap.
20.
Ooh,
Oh no.
That's a lot of damage.
bad. Okay.
That's all the damage.
So a con save.
Yep,
Luckily,
or you
I'm-
take a little bit of additional.
Oh,
I'm
no.
Very good at those. Yeah.
Okay, that's a total of 28 points of damage.
damn. Hey, looking,
Luckily,
Boris.
luckily, I'm not wearing armor.
Oh yeah, but they might start ripping at your clothes.
Oh no. I have feathers to cover me. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's your turn now.
Well, seeing as Boris took a significant hit, he. So what Arahant would see is that suddenly, through the wounds, his feathers start kind of going up and out, making him seem even more bulky than he already looks. And you see his eyes going sort of blood red, and he'll rage. And grab his spectral blade and recklessly attack the worm that Arahant tried to.
Okay.
Or the one that bit me. Let's go with that one. I think that would
Yeah,
make
okay.
more
The
sense.
one that bit you.
Yeah.
That's
So
the, yeah,
he'll
that is the bottom left one.
attack with advantage because of reckless attack. Does he 17 hit?
17 does hit, yes.
Alright. So that would be
Nice.
25 damage.
What the fuck is going on here?
So that's a sneak attack because of reckless attack.
Yeah.
He's Conan the Barbarian, baby.
And I get rage damage because I'm raging, and I also get Divine Fury from a Zealot subclass.
Okay, and how
And I
did my
rolled
old,
maximum
how did
damage,
the
yeah.
weapon I gave you work again? What if doesn't say it
So-
can just do force damage? You can choose to deal force damage
yeah.
instead of piercing. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do force damage with it.
Yeah.
So it
Sounds like a good
takes
idea, use this
how big of a part is that force damage? That is.
I mean, it would
10...
be the. I think rage uses the main damage of your attack as well as sneak attack, right? So
it's like 22 force damage and 3 necrotic damage.
okay. So you would did my game just but you would notice that the force damage is a little bit less effective.
Okay.
Less effective.
No, that the necrotic damage is a little bit less effective. The force damage. The force damage, the force damage, the force damage. Let's just say it goes through.
Okay. Then as a bonus action,
But you raged.
Yeah, I raged indeed. Yeah, I forgot about that. No, that's my turn then.
You are you a multi-class or do you have an extra attack?
I am multi-class because I got
Okay.
sneak attack and
Yeah.
rage.
Yeah.
Rogue Barbarian.
Yeah.
Listen, the Conan build. I dig it.
Well, before we go to Mel and start the initiative again,
Yeah.
Arhant, by seeing that Boris starts to get more puffier, red eyes, goes feral, and starts clawing with incredible force and might, you see that Arhant is both amazed, scared, and careful. That's it.
Okay.
A whole range of emotions.
Yeah.
Tell me, I can banish this piece of shit.
I think the piece of shit will just continue on fucking off.
Sag.
I mean, it knows that there are two people, so it doesn't want to.
But it has a wyvern in itself, so it's a fair fight.
Yeah, 2v2.
Yeah, nah. Don't
It's not
really
like
like fair fights. Doesn't really sound like my thing, you know.
Alright. So, what range are they now, Timmy?
There would be another 80 feet this turn.
What were they at last time? Like 2 something? So they're at like 3-ish. So I move 60, so they only gain 20 then.
Yep.
So it's 300 feet.
Okay. Fire! At the rider this time. So I can't trip the wyvern anymore.
Ooh. Yeah, that means you don't hit because he was a shield. He cast shield.
What a little bitch. Okay.
18 is not enough.
Well, technically it's 20, but
Jesus. 20 is not enough?
yeah, no, it was shield. Well, guess I'm going back to trying to demount him. So my other shot will be at the wyvern.
That is a hit.
So there is a chance you can kill the creature.
I know
The
what I should-
piercing against the skeleton, it's bullshit, I think.
I mean, 5e doesn't like resistances and such.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that pierces into a bone.
I'm just that good of a shot.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's still ticking.
Still ticking. That thing has a lot of hit points.
Yeah, I just realized I should have done something else with that second shot, but that's all right.
And there's a slight issue. Because I think you encountered that thing before. And let's just say because the wyvern or the undead wyvern is not very much affected by non-magical damage, the falling damage didn't really matter much to it.
Yeah, I guess it depends. 'Cause I know werewolves can die from falling. It depends on the wording of the resistance.
Isn't
But-
falling straight up non-magical bludgeoning damage?
It's weird. Like I
Yeah,
said, werewolves in particular can die from falling.
it's because
Okay.
fall damage isn't an attack, and werewolves are only immune or resistant to like attacks like from with non-magical.
Yeah, so it
whatever.
depends on the wording.
I think werewolves take half damage from the non-magical attacks. No?
No, they're
Oh,
immune to them.
they're immune. Anyway.
So it depends on the wording of the resistances, whether or not the fall damage matter, because it's not an attack per se. But that's my turn.
Anyway,
Too
Salwan, you are still kinda there
Question.
and you are sad.
Question. I am exactly 160. No, I am exactly 240 feet away from the creature. Hence,
Hence,
can I move more than 60 feet before burning my spell?
You can move 60 because that's
You-
what
you-
flight is.
no, you
I
can't
can-
move
I-
more than 60 before burning your spell. No. I'm not
Hmm.
letting you dash and cast the spell from last turn. That would
Yeah,
fizzle out at the
that's-
beginning
that's
of
why
your
I
turn
asked.
anyway.
I just don't really remember
I-
how it works.
I think it fizzles out at the beginning of your turn anyway. So, not at the end.
Yeah, you
And
basically
from-
you already have it mostly cast, and then shit didn't happen.
And dash with fly will give me
120.
Yep.
But your like I said, your spell would fizzle out before you dash.
so I will be exactly at 120 feet, but not able to cast shit.
Yep.
So you can try to stay relatively on them, and hope that like something like I don't know, I kill the wyvern, and then they're not moving anymore, and then you can pounce on them.
Yeah. How much time did take from the moment I activated fly?
Oh, it's in
It's like
combat.
4 turns, so it's
Yeah, we
it's
got
like
forever.
24 seconds.
Well, flies 10 minutes.
We,
So that's
we
100
are
rounds.
we are flying for a long time.
100
Okay,
rounds.
I dash after the creature. My distance now is 120 feet.
If I may interject,
Yep.
you can, when you ready a spell, you start to go to focus on the energy. You can, on every turn that follows the ready action, you can keep concentrating on the spell,
Oh.
taking your action to keep it ready to use.
Oh.
But so you can continue, but it counts as concentration.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the concentration clause.
Okay, I was on the roof at the moment, so I can run. But I'm
yes.
Yeah, but
you
then
can
you
do
would
your
only
movement,
get 30 feet closer.
but you can
with a
still use your action.
with a dash, right?
Continue to-
No,
30
without
feet.
a dash, because, like he said,
But I'm already
keeping-
concentrating, so I can dash.
no,
No.
but keeping up the thing requires you to use your action every turn.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you were to use your
Ah.
action to keep it up, you would just not concentration. So I would fall, you would fall.
And you would not be able to walk fast enough.
Yeah, you wouldn't get any net gain. You just
I would
fall.
probably fucking go unconscious from falling. So
Nah, that'd be a
yeah.
net
So
loss.
right now I'm just on its tail.
Yeah, we're waiting to see if I can knock out the wyvern the way they fall and they can't go anywhere, and then we can both get on them because they move way slower than a wyvern does.
Yep. Well, maybe you slowed it down with damage.
I mean, it's hard to tell how hurt the thing is because fucking skeleton. But
I don't know. Do the holy water arrows next time, bro.
yeah. I need to fuck's his name from Trigun. That's the fucking cross. It's a cross fucking shoot. Anyways, I like that anime. It's a good one. But at the moment, it's up to you if you want to just dash to stay in range. And
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
see how it
staying
works
in
out.
range. I'm staying in range. Yeah, I dash and land on something tall again.
Our hunt.
Yes.
That's a very funny thing you could do. You could just open the door and see what's inside it.
More motherfucking worms.
Episode just triggers another boss fight or mini boss fight. Like,
No, inside there
Another
is a
wyvern shows up.
nuclear bomb, and now we are playing Oppenheimer D&D.
Well, Arahant is neutral good. So he will do his best to help others to the best of his abilities.
you did see
And he
Boris
has a
shit
code.
the bit out of him.
And he has a code that he will not leave his fellow party members alone. So he will stay in the room and throw a firebolt onto this one.
You also can kick the door open and look what's inside.
Yeah,
He won't
you cast
he won't
fireball.
risk-
Fireball it, not fireball.
Hey, nice.
23 to hit for 11 fire damage.
Yep, that is a hit, and you would also notice that the creature has fire resistance.
Oh, no.
The worms are wet.
Dang.
And don't cut them. Just don't.
I mean, there are already giant swarms of worms anyway.
Yeah, but if you cut a worm, you basically have two worms.
That is not how worms work. I mean, that is kind of how flatworms work.
Yeah.
It isn't actually how earthworms work, because earthworms have a brain. Or something like it.
I mean, they'll wriggle for a minute and then die.
Yeah, or I think they have a heart. No, the problem is there's a heart on one side of it, and the other part doesn't. Or not a heart. Whatever important organs there are.
Okay, they are not cuttable.
Yeah, it's only like the super primitive flatworms.
We got one organ for everything.
Yeah.
And that would be his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're getting bitten.
Yeah, fucking
Twice.
Revenge of the Worms. Oh my god, they're rolling so high too.
Yep, they both hit.
I think you take reduced
Okay.
piercing damage. You are
Yeah.
raging.
So I'll make 2 con saves.
Yep.
Okay. 17 and 4. So that's first attack deals 7 piercing.
The second attack deals 3. And then you take 2 poison from the first and 9 from the second. It's 7, 32.
No, the poison isn't half because it's only.
Yeah, but
You made the save. on the
you make
first
one of the saves.
Oh yeah, I made the save. Aha, haha. Thank you. And 9 from the second one.
And you're looking rough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
not
looking
just
very
in a
rough.
barbarian raging way, but also in a getting hit a lot way.
Yeah. So I have a reaction after the second worm swarm bit me.
Yep.
I will use my reaction to move up to half my movement using my skirmisher. Knowing that this is the door to the outside, I'm actually gonna move over here.
Can you use the sword, this sword thing, to avoid being hit?
The what now?
You have a magic sword that allows you to move differently. Can you use it to avoid having an attack of opportunity? Or
Well,
not?
the movement from the skirmisher doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I get nuked by 2 worm attacks. Ah, God!
I'm like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah, and then it's Boris' turn.
Alright, I'm
The
conflicted.
deuces are a hunt and flies off.
I'm conflicted.
Yeah, this room is a sphere. You can't just fly in here.
Yeah, how high is the ceiling in there?
The room is a sphere.
Never didn't tell me how high it is.
You see how wide the
Just-
sphere is, and it's
Just
a
tell
sphere.
us the radius.
Yeah.
You can tell the
Oh,
radius.
yeah.
Radius
I got
is
you.
literally on the map.
I
So
got
you can be like 20 feet. You can
Yeah,
be
it's-
like
it's
20
20
feet
feet
in
radius.
the air, and worms can suck.
Yeah. You can actually be
Yeah.
40 feet up because it also goes like 20 feet down and up.
Right,
Yeah.
it concaves. So
Yeah.
40 feet up, no wormy bites.
So I have like a mental conflict in my troubled mind. But after seeing Arahan that he didn't leave me behind, I will actually go back, attack this guy.
Oh yeah.
With another reckless attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once again with my spectral blade.
never mind. Didn't matter for the worms.
Someone's
And,
gonna
That's it.
fall on
Deal
the
damage.
worm.
and
on
you
the worm's
completely
turn.
nuke that worm.
Oh, okay. Then I
Nice.
don't have to actually disengage. So I'll just kind of fly up. I'll go to like the middle of the sphere, kind of high up, fly in midair. Be like above the bird path.
Yeah.
The buff bird is in the air.
Ready for landing.
Mm-hmm. And I'll use my bonus action to hide in midair. No, I'm kidding. That's my turn.
You could hide in the bird bath.
Is it big enough?
Maybe.
Is
If
it
you
for
I'm
the
not gonna try. I'm just
unconventional-
gonna stay in midair. Midair.
Is it for the unconventionally sized owls?
I just love that we have an owl, like near a bird bath with some worms. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. You seem like a fish in the water, man.
Do we really have to continue the chase?
I'm gonna keep doing it till I can't shoot in the mirror.
The
I
thing keeps
just wanna-
stashing.
I just want to see if I banish it, will it stay there?
The thing
But
keeps
if it makes you
dashing.
feel better, I am getting lowish on bolts that can reach because if I use my heavy ones, they have half range. So I have 12 more shots.
Like I said, the thing keeps dashing. It moves another 160 feet.
Okay. I
This
moved
is-
60, so it moved 120. So now it is getting outside of my range, right? Be at 420 now?
Yep.
Okay. Now it would be a disadvantage.
Wait, what?
What?
Wasn't it a disadvantage before?
No. My range is 400 because of sharpshooter. I use the second range increment.
Yeah, give this guy an automatic crossbow and we will have our own A10 Warthog.
But now it would be at disadvantage if I were to take shot. Well, I'm going to, because fuck it.
Wait, do you just have infinite range?
I have 400 range.
Yeah, but outside of that 400, you can still shoot, but it has disadvantage?
Yes.
I don't think that's how it works.
Does that mean you can shoot infinitely far without this with
Oh,
disadvantage?
okay. You're right. I'm pretty sure.
That-
I'm thinking normally the first range increment, and then the second is how far you can shoot at disadvantage. I just ignore that disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. I was thinking first range increment when that was not.
Yeah.
So yes, they are now outside of my range.
Okay.
They live to get shot another day.
Yep. Need
Thank
to come
you.
back.
So I'm like, I did not expect that to happen. I'm glad he didn't roll any more crits. Like,
I mean, it's a cleric. It can heal.
I was so close to see if
I
I,
was-
banish it, will it stay there? It would be
I
so
was so
fun.
close to just summon a bunch of fiends at you. Would be a problem if those fiends were also those worms. And they would just flop to the
technically,
floor.
hold on a second. I think I could shoot at it 2 more times.
How you know using your explosive bolts?
Yeah.
Do they explode mid-air at 400 range?
Oh shit. I didn't mean to do it, but
That
they're exactly the right range. I shoot it right at the 400, and then it extends out 20 feet, and they're at 420.
Is there like doesn't it need to impact something to explode?
Realistically, that's what I do with it. So I'm not going to do it because I don't think that it's going
Yeah,
to do it.
because I don't think you have like timed explosive
Yeah,
bolt. Because there is no anti-air timed explosives in the fantasy Middle Ages. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Please
We
no.
do that now.
I'm not going to do it, but it's
No,
funny.
no,
that
we,
it's
did-
perfect.
we did that in World War II, but not
Please
like
don't have flak weapons. No.
Dude is literally a flying Bosphor.
Okay.
He lives for now. Only because of not being completely nonsensical. So I guess I'm going back.
You know, considering that he didn't need to do this and only really did it to do his evil speech, I
Fucking
wouldn't.
monologues, man. They'll kill you.
Yeah.
35.
We was so close to the tungsten shrapnel explosive bolts, man.
35. 40. I'm. Is this door open?
It should. No, it's closed.
No, it's closed.
It's closed. You can
Alright,
open
now-
it from the. You can open it though.
Yeah, I can object interact to open it. I'm still flying in the air
Yep.
because I haven't came down yet. Actually, I would have. Nah, because the balcony's the same height as what I've been flying, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I've not gone up anymore. I've just been going. Yeah, okay. But this is. I would have to go downstairs. Fuck.
Yeah, you would need to go downstairs and then open the
Like-
door.
15. 40. So I'd get I'd get right at the door basically and open it.
Yeah, you see worm.
Ah, worms. I'll
Yeah.
shoot at them.
Yeah.
These ones are well in my range now, so I will just try to kill them quick.
Do you have like shotgun bolt?
Hit.
So 17.
Yep.
For
My
a buttload of
God.
damage.
Good thing these are resistant to piercing.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
crap.
I figured as much.
Oh.
And I will take another shot.
Hits.
I get lucky that time. I got almost max damage the other roll. I got almost minimum damage on that roll.
Salwan.
That is all.
What is that weapon? Is that like a hand cannon? What?
Sharpshooter and it being a big ass bolt. Like you'll see this thing, it's like
Don't you
just
take like
short
a
of being a
-5 shot
ballista.
hit for the?
Did
for the
you
increased damage?
homebrew something, or is it built in?
It is technically homebrew in the sense that it rolls 2 die, but it was a compromise between just doing the toy crossbow build, which does effectively more damage because I do 3 attacks every turn. The only time
Okay.
this does more damage is if I crit.
Okay.
Because of the higher damage die.
I see that the creature is flying
Oh, you already
away.
added the -5.
The creature is flying away from me too quick to chase, and I say, well, fuck you then. Turn around and fly back. Landing next to the next to Mal, because it's enough range.
Yeah.
And look inside and see a worm. Is it even alive still?
Yep.
Well, it's not gonna be.
Do you Eldritch Blast it?
Nah, I wanna Toll of the Dead it.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I don't need to roll an attack for that.
Oh yeah,
And
it needs to save. Yep.
And it's already wounded, and it's 2d12, but it needs to save.
It needs to save. Yes, it's a wisdom, right? Oh yeah,
They
it
are not
has
smart.
magic resistance, so it's still just an 11. Give me your 2d12 damage.
Hey, nice.
Well... Yeah, technically it would be at 1 HP, it's dead.
Yeah!
Yeah, as you look at the worms, you see them wither away like a dust in the wind.
You see Sauron and Mel just floating.
Do you still want to cast Eldritch Blast just for fun?
Yeah, hovering above the ground. You know, to you it just seems like a flex.
Yeah.
And Mel's normally really against magic, but this was actually kind of fun for him. Flying around.
Okay, I think we can go out of initiative for now. What do you guys do?
Well, Boris, still kind of being in his rage, kind of plummets down to the worm, but he sees it like fade away from in front of his vision. So he goes looking around for any more targets around him.
I mean, there's a bird bath.
Yeah, fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Yeah, vent your rage in a nice, cleanly bath.
Birds trashing a
Them
bird bath.
stains off!
Sure, he like turns around, like sort of grabs the bird bath by like the pillar and tries to rip it out of the floor.
I refuse to wash my bum.
It's not actually fastened to the floor.
Oh, so I just
pick it up.
Pick it
You
up.
should just pick it up, yeah.
Portable bird bath.
I slam it on the ground.
Ooh. You are getting splashed.
Well, now I'm wet. Now I can't
Oh
fly
no,
anymore.
we forgot what the fuck is the liquid inside.
and it touches your sword.
Oh.
And your sword gets dragged into the bird bath.
What? My sword, no!
Maybe you try and wrestle it in the process back. Like, don't let go, man.
Can I like try and hold on to my sword, get dragged with it or something?
You can give me an athletics check.
All right. Do I get advantage on this because of my rage?
Yes.
All right. So athletics. I'm so happy that I've got a +10 into it.
Nice.
Yeah. You actually. Do you? Let's say you actually manage to fully pull it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you're above 20. That should be enough.
Okay. And at that point, my rage would probably end. So you kind of
Yep.
see my red eyes kind of fade, my feathers going back down, making me look smaller.
Anyone else want to do a funny?
I want to hear my stuff sucked up in a bath.
I see this odd sucking bird buff that tries to suck in our bird, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Can I sense the magic from it or no?
No.
Yeah, this room has that anti-magic stuff, but
That room has an anti-sensing stuff.
oh, okay. Yeah, but it's anti-magic makes things do this fucking magical, or it's doing weird shit.
Let's look at the room, at the walls. Is there usually when something is enchanted, there is something carved into it, like runes or something? No.
Yes. Though
I would love to look for it.
those. I guess give me a perception.
Close the door.
You don't find any wounds. You suspect that they might be on top or below the room, like on the outside.
Did these worms dissipate like demons and stuff we fought in the
Yep.
past, or are they still laying here?
They are slowly dissipating.
All right. Well, I mean, all that's left is, I guess, look over at Arahan. Does he look all right?
Our hunt looks alright.
Look over at Bird Bro. Can I tell that he's pretty fucked up? Not that I can do anything about it, but
You can tell that very easily, yes.
yep.
I mean, you can probably see that he's bleeding.
I
Yep.
never seen him in combat. Maybe he's like those weird lizards that shoot blood out of their eye. I don't know. Like, that's his thing.
No, all owls don't work like that.
No, I am hurt.
It's
Well,
time for you to cast Bloodshot.
If I may, Arahant will go towards Boris. Is Boris still raging?
No.
No. He will be ginger and gingerly show his hand and say, "Do not worry. I will grant you a blessing of my deity." And placing his hand on Boris, he will cast his 4th level spell slot.
Oh yeah, you got one of those back.
Well, no, I gained one because because I leveled up. Otherwise, I had none. But I do have methods to recover some of them. Do not worry. And he will cast. I was almost about to click on the wrong one. he will cast Cure Wounds at 4th level. So Boris would heal for 29, 32 points of damage.
31, right?
And the moment he places, you see that his hand starts to glow with a first with a bluish white glow, then that later on turns to a golden glow, a warm golden glow, and then that golden glow infuses into your feathered pelage and starts to cure and knit all your wounds together, and you will regain 32 hit points.
Fatty.
31.
Yeah, 31.
31, yes.
Thank you. That
You're
is
welcome.
really good.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys were having some company in here.
And after that, he will clutch his holy symbol, make a prayer to his to the great catfish of wisdom, and use his channel divinity
Mm-hmm.
to harness divine power,
And
which
regain some
allows
spell
him
slots.
indeed. And I will regain 2 level 1 spell slots.
Okay. What
If you can have a short rest, I can use Arcane Recovery to recover yet another spell slot or 2 more spell slots. So
Yeah, all right, for short rest. Get all my superior die. Make some more arrows.
Anything else you guys want to do in this house?
Well, I mean, we should check all the rooms and such, but I would relay to them that we had the Wyvern and Rider on the run, but they managed to get away.
Mostly by virtue of being a Wyvern and a Rider.
Yeah. A few extra holes for their troubles, but
Yes, so now when this bony creature flies, it whistles.
that might make it more terrifying. Like,
But also we will know it's approaching.
yeah.
well, Mel, did it ever occur to you that undead beings or some undead beings would be able to resist quite some damage
Well,
and
of course.
and not be so easy to slay?
Well, I was more so looking to get it on the ground to get at the caster, but she kept putting up defensive barriers. Or he. I guess technically has the face of the dude.
Who was it? Do you know? Do you know them?
Yes, we do.
Any context?
Well, a long time ago, we caught a priest of Akishigal. Threw it into jail, and we always thought that the priest used magic to swap out with the guard, and so could run away. And the priest was later impaled by some kind of demonic creature because it had two impalement holes into its chest. And I had recurring dreams of that priest. Well, it happens that it did use magic, and we delivered and we got the guard out of the prison or out of the cage. Well, happens that it does use magic, or it did use magic. My apologies. But instead of swapping places, it just swapped bodies. So the guard that we thought was the guard was actually the priest, and we set it free. and the one who got killed was the actual guard, but who resembled the priest, and the priest now resembles the god.
You got played.
Indeed.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that evil monologues are very good for. You can't believe how hard it was to not mention that at any point.
They need some victories too.
Indeed.
Well, like, what the hell is with this room? This bird bath is obviously magic, but I can't really feel it, and I can't really feel any of your artifacts. I usually can feel magic objects.
As far
Yeah,
as the
well,
bath, it just looked like water.
It looks like water.
my dear Sauron, the room, or at least the spherical room here, is warded by some powerful abjuration magic, which suppresses some kinds of magic, and mostly as far as I can surmise, the spells related to divination.
Why would they need that?
Oh, well, to protect them from magic that can read thoughts, for example, or everything that can be used for detection or ascertaining their location, like a divination spell, things like that. So if you want to be in a secure era where you are almost certain to not be spied upon by magical means, then this era would qualify because its magic suppresses divination magic. I was able to, my detect magic disappeared the moment I entered the room, but I was, however, able to cast Firebolt, which is of an entirely different school of evocation.
What's up with this bath, though? Can you carefully carry it out so we can take a better look at it from the arcane point of view?
Sure.
Yeah, you can carry that bird bath out.
I'll
And
make sure the water doesn't touch me
Be
or anything.
very careful.
Yeah.
so, basically, what it is. Where do I have it? I mean, a short summary of the effect would be that it basically attracts sources of force damage to it, to then throw them back at their origin. Basically, if you cast a force spell near that thing, the force spell will instead originate from the bird bath and shoot at you.
Good thing Arahant
Why-
didn't have
why
spell slots
here?
anymore.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, I have cantrips that cast force, but
Yeah.
Damn. I just did the
Arahant
quick
has
math.
magic missile.
Yeah. Oh god, my missiles just start flying and then
And
veering.
I was tempted to use magic missile at fourth level.
Huh.
we
I want
we can limit ourselves with the Eldritch Blast,
Yeah. But
or we can just kick it.
You can basically also take take the water out of it and use it as a potion that you can use to protect yourself from a force spell by throwing it back.
well, what was the whole thing with it trying to eat his sword, though? That's what I'm still confused about.
The sword deals force damage.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, wasn't randomly eating a sword? Like,
To shoot it back at him.
no. So I
Why?
did
Why this exact room need this exact path? That's
down that.
odd. So a protected place with
Yeah.
with probably it was used not as a station but as a buff station. You know, they've been using the potions.
Yeah. Well, I say we check out this room over here.
Yeah, and I wanna check
Where are we?
out the opposite room from me.
Yeah, like actually going through the other rooms that we didn't. Like the
The
Yeah,
opposite?
I will go here
It's just another hallway. But
with the balconies.
with two balconies, yes.
Yeah. So
Those are the balconies on the other
if
side.
Boris wants to check for traps and such, because I think he's better at it than I am.
Is there anything
Sure,
in
Fred.
the room I'm in?
Like I said, it's a hallway.
Yeah,
There isn't really anything. You're starting to suspect that this whole house is a trap.
everything's a trap.
So, I think
Trap.
It's a cow.
I think Mel wanted. Oh, I forgot to do the important thing.
What the hell? Is that a cow?
It's a cow and two boards. And then dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then-
you find a kitchen. There are 3
Oh.
rotting animal carcasses in there.
oh no, not rotting carcasses.
Oh, that smells.
That never goes well for us.
Oh, do you guys have a history with rotting carcasses?
They turn into fucking monsters every damn time.
Okay, should I just leave them here, or what do we do?
I mean, is there anything else in there that looks worth braving whatever the hell's gonna attack us in a
Yeah, so
second?
it's a
It's just-
kitchen.
It's just
I am just
basically abandoned kitchen with different rotting foodstuffs in there.
Well, we can just set that on fire and do the town a service. by
Wait,
getting-
we are on the second floor of this, or no?
No, we're on
these are like the outer things are like the second floor. This is the ground floor. The sphere.
These are like
Nice.
stairs.
And the sphere goes basically towards the middle of the room, as the sphere, obviously because it's a sphere, goes down.
Now I will go to the bottom room then.
Near the front door.
That's the front door. You are now outside the house.
You found the front porch.
That's an odd ass house.
Yeah. Yeah, that is an odd ass house. You know?
Oh,
It's almost like it's a base for cultists.
since I'm outside and you told me that the enchantment is probably on the outer walls, can I see it?
So the thing is, on the outside, yeah, that would be a thing that I should have probably drawn.
There is a facade, right?
Yep, that
Or facade. I'm not sure how to say it.
Facade.
yeah, it not like this. That's a bit too long, but yeah, it looks square and not round. And also, you're pretty sure there should be rooms above and below the sphere. Or not below, because that would be a cellar. You can't see that from the outside. But definitely above.
Yeah.
But there wasn't doors
No.
for those. So it seems like it's just
No, unless Borth wants to check the top and see if it's like a hatch or something, like one of those
Sure.
pull down like attic door kind of things.
No.
All right.
so it's a fake rooms.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this shit's weird.
Also, below, there are holes in the floor. You do see into a room below.
There is a room above this.
There are rooms below.
Okay.
Oh.
Now I'm wondering if the cow corpse is blocking like a door or something, like a trap door under it.
Yeah. And we will probably find out on the next
Yeah, but
session.
I can't move that shit.
Yeah.
Can't move a whole ass cow.
We
An
can
old man.
probably find out on the next session.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Everyone can do their goodbyes.
Mhm. Take it easy, everybody. It was a crazy one.
Have a nice weekend and a good evening. And until next time.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.
And until the next one, have a good one, everyone.